Hello, my name's Jenny from In My Spare Time Crochet. If you are new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. I am very, very excited to be bringing you this video. Whilst most people are going a little bit Halloween crazy, that's not for me, and it's okay if that's for you. Great, that's awesome. I'm personally thinking ahead more to Christmas, and I have been scouring the internet and there are some amazing free patterns out there. So I thought I'd put together a little bit of a series of free patterns that I've found, and for the moment it's with a Christmas focus. So this video is all about blankets, and as they take longer to create, I figured that I'd start with those first because it gives you plenty of time to be able to get started. Now, I've got 20 patterns for you today that at the time of filming this video, they are all free. Like most free patterns, most of them are on blogs or websites, and there's always the option to purchase an ad-free, if you don't like the ads or if you just want to support the designer. Most of these patterns do have that option if you prefer that. Some have video tutorials that go along with it. But yeah, I think I found some pretty amazing patterns. Now, I've divided these into, I've got 10 that are all like Christmas themed blankets and 10 that I think would be great as gifts. So sit back, grab a coffee or a tea or whatever you like to drink, and prepare to be inspired, because if there's nothing here that tickles your fancy, then you're probably a bit hard to please, I think. So let's get started with our Christmas themed blankets. Okay, so you'll have to excuse me for looking down now and then. I've made a few notes so that I can give you a little bit of information. One thing I also forgot to say is that every single pattern that I speak about will be linked below, so that you'll be able to just click straight on it and it'll take you to either the blog or the video, whatever it may be. Okay, so let's get started with number one. This is the Christmas Advent blanket, and this is a free pattern on Lovecrafts. Now, with Lovecrafts, you do need to sign up in order to get the free pattern, the free download. However, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything to sign up with Lovecrafts. And then you can just download the pattern. The designer of this one is Cute Crochet Makes, and I think that you would agree that it is very, very cute. So I couldn't find a finished size for that one, but it looks like it's a pretty decent size. I'm guessing maybe about 40 inch by 40 inch, which is 100 centimeters by 100 centimeters. There's quite a few in this roundup that are that size when they're finished. So that's number one. Number two, we have the Painted Snowflakes blanket. This is also a pattern available on lovecrafts.com, and the designer here is Vicky G. The dimensions for this one are approximately 113 centimeters by 132 or 44 by 52 inches. You could choose a different color palette to this one. I think that those colors actually work really well together, but again, another lovely free pattern. Okay, now number three is the Christmas Eve Wishes blanket. This was part of a CAL a few years ago now, I believe, and it's the first blanket pattern made by Anita. And if you've been crocheting for a while, you certainly would have heard of Anita. She does some amazing patterns. Now, this one, she has links to her YouTube, and actually in my description I'll have a link to her blog and a link that goes straight to her YouTube. The instructions are in sections because it was part of a crochet along, and the finished size of this blanket is approximately 100 centimeters by 125 or 39.5 by 50 inches. Absolutely love this one. Absolutely love it. Okay, moving along to number 4. Number 4 is the Crochet Merry Christmas Pixel Graph, and this is by Repeat Crafter Me. Again, I'll have another one of her blankets featured a little later on. This is a corner-to-corner blanket. Now, Sarah does have, if you're not familiar with doing corner-to-corner, she does have on her blog a lot of helpful information with how to do it. But this, so this has the nine different corner-to-corner squares, followed by the Merry and the Christmas that I guess frame the blanket. And it's so colourful. Again, you could choose slightly different colours if you prefer, but I think that these colours work really, really well together. Now that one, so that's on the Repeat Crafter Me blog, and this was from 2015, so almost 10 years ago. It's crazy, isn't it? Love that one. Absolutely love it. Number 5 is our Tapestry Crochet Christmas Blanket, and this is by Burgundy and Blush. It can be found on her blog. Now there are 7 different patterns there, and you can see there that they are some of the patterns are just made in different contrasting colours. So you could, you wouldn't have to have it exactly like that one. You could change it up if you prefer. This one is approximately 100 by 100 centimeters or 40 inch by 40 inch. And you could actually add on extra squares if you prefer, if you wanted to make one that was even bigger. And again, like most of these, there is the option to purchase the PDF where you get all the instructions in one place without any ads. So that's up to you, but if you want it for free, you can. Okay, number 6, we have the Festive Christmas Blanket, which is by passionatecrafter.com. This one, it absolutely screams Christmas for me with the colours, the reindeer applique. It is very, very cute. The majority of the blanket looks straightforward. I think the trickiest part would be doing the applique. So I think you'd agree that the result is fabulous. Okay, number 7. Number 7, we have the Gingerbread House Blanket, and it is another Repeat Crafter Me pattern. The inside of the blanket is done in corner-to-corner style, and then you work around that square, adding on the border. So it's super, super cute, this one. I absolutely love it. It again is about 40 inches square. There's lots and lots of explanation on Sarah's blog there for you to follow along, and I absolutely love it. Number 8, I think, is a case of less is more. This is a beautiful blanket by Rosary. It's called the Rosary Hill Blanket, and it was part of a Crochet-a-long in 2016, and it was originally done as a bit of a charity project. It is a mixture of 3 different square designs. So the red are all one design, the white another, and the green separate again. So again, you could make it the same size as what is in the pattern. I don't have the measurements there, but again, you could, make as many squares as you prefer, and then the border is quite simple, but I think it's stunning, this one. Again, you could choose different colors if you like. You could even make it in the one color if you prefer, but it definitely also screams Christmas, I think. Okay, number 9. Number 9 is the Christmas Hexagon Blanket. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is a whopper. So if you're not afraid of a little bit of hard work in the amount of hexagons you have to make, this turns out to be 127 by 213 centimeters or 50 by 84 inches. You could do less hexagons. You could do even more if you like. And I mentioned, sorry, I did neglect to mention that this is by Life and Yarn and can be found on her blog. It's absolutely stunning, this one. You can see in the picture she's used red, green and white, very Christmassy, but she's also got in there a red and green variegated yarn. So absolutely gorgeous, that one, really stunning. So, and that brings us to our last Christmas themed blanket, and perfect timing. I'm really super excited, and it just so happens that this is a current crochet-a-long that has just been launched by Anita, made by Anita. There are written instructions that you can find on her blog, and she also does video tutorials on her YouTube. So I will have links for both below for whichever you prefer, but I think I may even do this one myself, particularly as it's out now and everyone seems to be really going a little crazy about it, and I can see why. It's absolutely gorgeous. So that wraps up. Oh, sorry, I did also forget to mention that the size of that one finished is approximately 100 centimeters by 125 or 40 by 49 inches. So watch this space. I may start that one myself. But that does wrap up the Christmas themed section of the video. And now we will move on to patterns that I think would be great as gifts for if you'd like to make blankets for your loved ones. I've popped them into a couple of different sections, and let's get started on those. Okay, the first 4 blankets are food themed, and I just happened to come across these, and this first one in particular, I just thought it was so cool. And again, it'd be one that I could even see myself making perhaps, but it is so cool. It is the Crochet Foodie themed blanket, and it is by Maria's Blue Crayon. You can find that on her blog, and she does also have links for video tutorials as well. This one is again a very large blanket. It is approximately 60 by 60 inches or 152 centimeters square. This was a crochet-a-long as well back in January of this year, but I absolutely love it. I just think it's really something quite different, and you know, if you know someone who loves their food and loves bright colors, then this could be the present for them. Now, the next 2 blankets, also in the food category, are by the same designer, which is by Jenni Designs. I came across the first one, which is the Chunky Pizza Throw Blanket, and I just thought it was absolutely adorable. I had to include it in this wrap-up. So that one is approximately 55 centimeters in diameter or 139 centimeters. And when I was looking at her blog, I discovered that she, at a later point, she added an extra large pizza blanket, which I will pop in there now. Now this was at request by those that had made the, or were, you know, wanted to make the other one, but perhaps wanted a larger blanket. So this one is 72 inches in diameter, and I believe she made it in blanket yarn, I believe. So both really cool, and you know, like, who doesn't love pizza? And it's something different, right? So yeah, I really liked those 2 blankets. Number 4, and our final blanket for our food inspired section, is this taco blanket or taco blanket. This one is approximately 38 inches in diameter and 96 centimeters, and I found this one on the Penguin Pages blog. So really cute. The blanket obviously opens up. That's your half a taco there, but again, something different and something, if you're looking for a really unique handmade gift for someone who loves food. Blanket number 5 is, I guess, obviously inspired by Lego, and it is the Red Heart Crochet Building Blocks blanket, and you can find this on the Yarnspirations website. Doesn't cost you anything to join, and the download's absolutely free. I looked at it myself. The designer is Nanette M. Seal, and the finished size of this blanket is approximately 112 by 129.5 centimeters or 44 by 51 inches. I really like this one, and you know, Lego is so iconic that I think there'd be lots of people that would like this blanket. Number 6. Now this one would not be for the faint-hearted, not by a long shot. I myself don't think I would ever have the patience to do this one. However, if you had a Star Wars lover that you wanted to make a really super cool gift for, this is it. Like, it's absolutely stunning, and you know, there's hours of work in this one. However, you know, we're a few months out, so there's plenty of time to get started if this is the project for you. Now this is on a hook. I knew I was going to have trouble saying this one. I'll have the name on the screen. A hookamigurumi.com. This is a series of tapestry or like intarsia crochet squares. There's 34 squares as well as the Star Wars logo there. And the designer does also have, there are a couple of other contributors to this pattern as well. But what you will find on the site is the charts for each of the squares, and then, you know, you will just join them and add on a very simple border. But yeah, that one, that blows my mind. I can't even imagine how long that one would take. But, you know, what an incredible gift if you have someone in your family or a friend that loves Star Wars. So, yeah, that one blew me away. Okay, now we have a few. The last 4 blankets that I have here are for lovers of certain things. So our next one is called the Best in Show dog blanket, and this one is absolutely awesome. It is by Make and Do Crew, and once I was having a good little read about it, there were suggestions to possibly even like, I guess, really personalize the blanket. So you could stick to the one breed, and you could make every single square that one breed, just with different colors in the background, so colors that really pop. There are also instructions there for how to, I guess, personalize it even further, and perhaps add your dog's name or for whoever you're making it for. And it gives you instructions on how to create your own corner-to-corner graph so that you can actually do that. And I just think that is so awesome. And it's, you know, it's potentially giving me ideas for a really cool Christmas gift, for someone close to me that loves their dog. So this one, I really am feeling very inspired by this one. So I highly recommend you go and check it out. Okay, this one is another corner-to-corner blanket, but this is for the cat lovers out there. Now this one is called the Crowded Cats blanket, and it is by Magic Yarn Pixels, and so this pattern comes with the free graph to create this corner-to-corner blanket. It says that it's it is 80 centimeters squares wide and 100 squares high. So I guess, you know, depending on your tension and whatnot and what yarn you use, that will determine the finished measurements of your blanket, but this one is really cool, I think, and there are certainly a lot of cat lovers out there, so I really liked this one as well. Number 9, for our book lovers, we have the Karen Crochet Bookcase Blanket, and this is another Repeat Craft to Me pattern. This one is also on the Yarnspirations website. It's approximately 45 by 50 inches, or 114.4 by 127 centimeters, you know, there are lots and lots of book lovers out there, so that would also be a very unique gift. And that brings us to number 10, our final free pattern, and this one is for our plant lovers out there. This is a corner to corner blanket or Afghan, and this is called Plants with Yarn, and it is by Juniper and Oaks and can be found on her blog. It's approximately 100 centimeters by 125 centimeters, or 40 by 50 inches, and I really liked this one as well. I guess because the squares are individual, you could also, you know, choose to, you know, maybe only add one type of plant and have different color black backgrounds. I don't know, you could get really quite creative with it, but I do think it also looks really nice as it is and in those colors. So there we go. I really do hope that you found some inspiration there. I know I certainly did, and I had a lot of fun looking for these patterns. I definitely have more ideas for future videos. There are a lot of free patterns out there. You just need to take the time to go and find them. So I do hope that you did find something inspiring from this video. I'd love it if you would like, subscribe, comment below. I always really appreciate any kind comments. And if you found some inspiration here, let me know what you're going to make. I do think that I'm going to probably take part in Anita's current cal, and also I really do think that I'll probably quite possibly make the dog blanket. So stick around and you'll be able to see my progress on those things. But that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.